Cardiac cycle. Yung cardiac cycle, mahirap pag first time nyo siyang makikita o maririnig. So I advise, medyo ulit-ulitin nyo siya. Kasi sobrang exciting siya pero nakakalito. Pag na-miss mo na yung isa, di mo na makukuha lahat. So let's start. So the cardiac cycle are the events that occur from the beginning of one heartbeat to the beginning of the next. It's called the cardiac cycle. So the events include, of course, pressure changes in the chambers, valve movements, the electrical events, the heart sounds, and eventually yung flow of blood and pressure changes in the major vessels. So, on the topmost, you have the aortic pressure. And then, your ventricular pressure, yung red. Yung aortic pressure, yung broken na block. The atrial pressure is yung broken ulit na block sa baba. Yung sa heart sounds, yung phonocardiogram, your JVP, and of course your ECG. So this is your left ventricular volume. As you can see, dito pa lang emphasize ko na, meron tayong isovolumic na dalawa. Yung una, yung isovolumic contraction, and then isovolumic relaxation. Di ba sa fission, meron naman tayo nito? O, next na. Alam niyo na to, di ba? So, ayun o.
Diba volume yan? So, ito iso. Then this one is another iso.
So, kita nyo, after the ventricular systole, yung left ventricular volume nyo bumababa. So, systole starts from the first heart sound until the beginning of the second heart sound. Anything that's beyond the second heart sound towards the next cardiac cycle, diastole yun. Okay? Para madaling intindihin. The first heart sound is usually caused by the closure of your mitral and tricuspid. And then yung second heart sound is your semilunar valves, your aortic and pulmonic valves. So, diastole is the period of relaxation during which the heart fills with blood. Systole is the period of contraction. O, naalala nyo pa, ilang seconds yung or percent yung systole sa diastole? Anong mas mahaba? Systole. Ano? Diastole. So, it reminds us to rest more kaysa magtrabaho. So, kaya masyado mag-aral, diastole. Tulog. Importance ng ng hindi dapat tayo masyadong stressed. Kasi sa systole yun eh. It was designed talaga na, alam nyo yun, yung stress kasi natin sa buhay, it reveals about ourselves, usually. Kung ano yung what values or who you are pag na-stress ka. Siyempre, bilang estudyante, cram ka ng cram. Pero hindi ka naman gumagawa ng paraan para hindi ka mag-cram. So, gagraduate ka talaga na magka-cram ka, kakapasyente ka na nagka-cram ka, magiging teacher ka, nagka-cram ka pa rin. Pero maraming ganun sa medicine. No? So, next. Ano ba ito? Oh. Systole. Siyempre, katulad ng sinabi ko, starts from S1 and before S2. Then diastole. So, what are the phases of the cardiac cycle? So, yung sa systole, siyempre pag nagsara yung mitral valve mo, so pag sinabi ko mitral, sama nyo na yung tricuspid para hindi pa ulit-ulit. Yung atrioventricular valves, when they close, pero hindi pa open, yung aortic saka pulmonic valves mo, siyempre, even they contract, walang lumabas eh. So meron kang isovolumic contraction. So yun yung una, yun yung letter B. And then, yung C, nag-open na. So may pressure difference, di ba? Nag-open na yung aortic mo o pulmonic valve mo. That's your, o dito na lang para hindi nakakalito. Nag-open yung aortic valve mo, that's the period of maximum rapid ejection. So balik ko lang, kita nyo yung volume dito, biglang bumaba. Kita nyo yung 1, 2, 3, yung parang letter L. Yung sa left ventricular volume, sa rapid ejection, grabe yung steep, no? Yung slope. Kasi there's rapid ejection. And then yung D is reduced ejection kasi bumababa na rin yung pressure dun sa LV mo, and then yung pressure mo sa aorta, tawag dito, tumataas na. So it will close now your aortic valve. So in diastole naman, there is isovolumic relaxation. Again, ganun ulit siya. Sarado pa yung mitral valve mo and tricuspid valve. But, tawag dito, meron ng feeling galing muna nandun lang muna sa atrium yung blood. And then yung rapid ventricular feeling, ganun din. Bukas na yung mitral valve mo, so yung passive feeling siya, di ba? And then, parang kanina, yung pressure at saka mas konti na yung blood, there is period of diastasis or slow ventricular feeling. And lastly, yung atrial kick, which contributes around 20 to 30% of diastole, yung atrial systole. So ito lang yung medyo nakakalito. Yung atrial systole is not part of systole per se. It's on diastole. Di ba may atrial kick tayo? So yun yung P-wave. O yung asan na ba yun? May atrial kick dyan eh. So, yan. At the start of the QRS complex, the ventricular contraction begins and ventricular pressure rapidly rises. So, pag nag-rise yung ventricular pressure mo, of course, there will be closure of your mitral valve. Kasi it will close because of the pressure difference between your left atrium or your left ventricle. So when the time that your mitral valve is closed but your aortic valve is still closed also, hindi pa siya open kasi mag-open dyan yung aortic valve sa depolarization natin, nagkakaroon tayo ng isovolumic contraction. And then eventually, the aortic pressure continues to drop and reaches its minimum pressure. So, by that time, mas malakas na yung LV pressure mo compared sa aortic pressure mo kasi it will continue drop yung aortic pressure mo. There will be massive contraction of the ventricle and then, magkakaroon na tayo ng ejection. That's your ventricular depolarization. But because of the massive contraction of your ventricle, yung nakasara na mitral valve madidistort siya. Ang tawag doon, yung C-wave. Ito. No? So, you imagine, may mitral valve naka-close. Pero sa sobrang contraction ng ano mo, ng ventricles mo, na-bulge in niya. So parang naitulak niya yung atrium mo. So parang meron kang C. Yung C-wave dun sa chart. So at the end of this phase, the ventricular pressure equals muna and then exceeds aortic pressure. Basta na-exceed natin kasi lahat yung pressure sa chambers natin, na-open siya. Diba? Katulad nung sa mitral kanina, nung nag-exceed na yung ventricular pressure sa mitral, nung sa diastole, before, nung nag-isovolumic contraction ka, magsasara siya. And then, you will just have the flow kapag yung pressure mo dun sa pupuntahan mo, forward flow is lower. So the aortic pressure really drops, it constantly drops until such time it will be overcome by the pressure difference sa ventricle, and then it will cause opening of your aortic valve. So ito yon, yung aortic valve opening. Kung napansin nyo, di ba, yung red na pataas ng pataas yung pressure nung left ventricle mo, and then yung aortic pressure mo din.
This one, pababa.
So nung nag-meet sila, nagkaroon ng ABO. Then that is your aortic valve opening. So as the aortic valve opens, of course, blood rapidly is ejected into the aorta. So when the blood is being ejected, of course, we expect a rapid drop in ventricular volume, pressures din in the ventricle and the aorta. So habang nag-ejection na siya, doon naman sa side ng atrium, meron tayong atrial filling against a closed mitral valve. Siyempre, hindi ka naman pwedeng habang nagko-contract yung ventricle mo, bukas yung mitral valve mo. E di mitral regurgitation na yon. So, closed yung mitral valve, all the blood is going from the left ventricle to the aorta, and at the same time, there is atrial filling. So, dahil may atrial filling ka, it will rise, it will soon rise, the atrial pressure soon rises. So midway in the cycle, the muscle stops contracting and begins to repolarize. Siyempre, ventricular repolarization na. And that's your T-wave. So, your aortic and ventricular pressure declines. At the end of the ejection phase, the ventricular pressure falls below the aortic pressure. So, nung mas mababa na yung ventricular pressure mo sa aortic pressure mo, again, magsasara na yung aortic valve mo. And that's your second heart sound. Di tapos na yung isang systole. So, when the ventricles at rest and both valves are closed, volume is constant and at its lowest. So yun yung isovolumic relaxation. So, again, di ba sabi natin kanina may atrial filling na? As the atrial pressure continues to rise against the mitral valve, meron tayong atrial V-wave. So, meron din tayong momentary backflow of blood from the aortic valve snapping closed. Parang ganito siya. Diba? Open mo na yung aortic valve. So, yung sinasabing momentary backflow, nung nagsara siya, naitulak yung supposedly palabas. So, yun yung dicrotic notch in the aortic pressure curve. So yung kanina, kung sa mitral, sobrang nag-contract yung ventricle, meron tayong C-wave kasi na-bulge niya yung left atrium. Dito rin naman, nung pagsara siya, merong momentary backflow, dicrotic notch naman sa side ng aorta. So, ventricular pressure rapidly drops, atrial pressure is matched, mitral valve opens. So, to say it, bumaba yung LV pressure mo, yung atrial pressure mo mas mataas na or match siya, syempre, naturally, yung mitral valve mag-open na naman. So, that's your repolarization of the ventricle is being complete. So, sa diastole, so mitral valve opens, and then blood rapidly flows into the ventricle. Kasi di ba may atrial filling na tayo kanina pa, yung sa end ng ventricular systole. So there's a steep slope on the ventricular volume curve and gradual drop of aortic pressure. So yun naka-highlight tayo. So basta narinig nyo yung salitang rapid flow ng blood, usually may naririnig ka. Yun yung S3. No? So, sometimes yung S3 din or S4, yung gallop, naririnig din natin yun sa heart failure. So, the third heart sound heard at the end of this space is possibly caused by turbulent flow into a nearly filled chamber. So, wala sa ECG yan kasi wala pang contraction. So, this period falls in the middle of the ventricular diastole. So, there will be slight increase in atrial ventricular pressures. So, LA pressure will be slightly higher than the LV. So, tandaan nyo yan ha, yung LA pressure should be slightly higher than in the LV para magkakaroon ng blood flow. So, the aortic pressure continues to fall, and then near the end of diastasis, the P wave appears for the next atrial systole. Di ba? Bago sa atrial feeling, di ba? Sa dulo, lagi tayong merong atrial systole. So, begins as atrium contracts, there's small rise in atrial and ventricular pressure. Remember, pag meron tayong volume, kahit papaano, the pressures also increases. So, as the aortic pressure gradually drops off, the elastic walls of the artery recoil from the previous systolic ballooning. So, the ventricle at its maximum volume, punong-puno na siya ng blood. That's the end diastolic volume. And then, the P wave overlaps the beginning of this space. And then the QRS is seen at the end of this space. Magkakaroon na tayo ng ventricular contraction sa susunod. So, you must remember sa cardiac cycle lang na the pressure differences will either close or open the valves. Automatic na nagde-decline yung aortic pressure when the LV equalizes the aortic pressure and nag-continuous drop yung aortic pressure mo, magkakaroon ng movement ng blood from LV to aorta. So, ito is just an example of the pressure-volume loop relationship, no? So, dito tayo sa kabila, yung end systolic pressure-volume relationship, tandaan nyo, lagi dapat steep yan. Yung number 3, steep yung slope. Tapos eto shallow. Mild lang. Kasi diastole yan eh. Kasi it means pag steep yung slope mo, there is a good contraction. Yan ang gustong i-show nung chart. Pag sa ano naman, sa diastole naman, dapat kung compliant siya or magaling siyang mag-relax, kasi during diastole gusto natin relaxation eh. The slope should be more or less shallow or gradual. So, eto, pay attention dun sa control loop. Ang control loop natin dyan is yung, kung hindi kayo colorblind, yung light blue. So yung light siya, yung siya pinaka nasa right side. So, ang sabi natin kanina, the slopes normally should be steep. So yung kulay red, normal yan. However, if you have heart failure, effects of left ventricular failure, nakita nyo yung kulay green, yung slope niya, hindi siya steep. Less inclined siya, di ba? So, yun yung loss of inotropy. Ang pinag-usapan natin dito, pag sinabi natin inotropy, contraction, di ba? So, dun pa lang, ang focus natin, dito sa taas. Kasi contraction to eh. Ito yung relaxation. So, ulitin ko, ang normal na slope sa contraction, steep. Pag medyo nag-decline siya, o yung angle niya mababa, there is heart failure or reduced contraction or loss of inotropy. Okay? Wala tayong pinag-usapan dito sa diastolic heart failure, systolic yan. So that's how we interpret. Parang 10 years ago pa tayo may nagbigay na exam na ito eh. Pero at least alam nyo kung paano siya i-interpret. So some examples, o eto, yung control natin, yung light blue ulit. O ito, tanong ko kung naintindihan nyo kanina. Yung red ba sa taas, normal or abnormal? Tcharan! Ako, magic siya. Ha? Normal. Kasi, hindi bumaba yung slope. So, anong problem natin dito? Systole or diastole? Diastole. Very good. Kasi, imbes na nasa baba, di ba sabi ko kanina, dapat mababa siya. Nasa taas siya. So, there's decreased compliance or decreased relaxation. There is diastolic dysfunction. Sana yung pasyente mo, pagpunta mo dun, patingin nga ng pressure volume loop mo. Alam mo na kagad kung ano yung problema niya. So, eto, example. Dun sa dito daw is aortic stenosis. So, nakita nyo dun sa aortic stenosis, walang problema sa di ba? Sa systolic. Tama? Sa diastole, wala din. So anong problema? O kung mabasa nyo, di swerte nyo. Pag hindi nyo mabasa, anong problema? There's a rise in pressure dun sa LV mo. Kasi may pressure gradient eh. May aortic stenosis ka. Someday, magpe-fail to. Kasi di ba dapat ang LV pressure mo lang, let's say, siguro ito, mga dapat 120 lang. Ayun, may 160 ka. Ito yung pressure difference. As opposed naman doon, aortic regurgitation yan. Ano naman ang problema no? Seemingly okay pa, di ba? Compliant pa. Pero anong napapansin nyo doon? Yung volume naman. Ito di ba ang volume nito, hindi masyado, di ba? Actually, ito nga ng volume niya eh. Pero yung isa, ang normal na volume, ito, di ba? Etong isa, mas malaki siya. Kahit ipantay mo pa siya dyan, malaki niya. AR. The biggest of hearts is due to aortic regurgitation. Ang tawag na sa AR, King of Hearts. Eh. Sabi ni David Hawkins. Nakita nyo, pinakamalaking puso siyempre cardiomegaly. Pero kung may valvular problem yun, AR. So, how about in, mitral valve? Ganda sa mitral valve, no? So, ganun din siya. Pag may mitral stenosis ka, anong nakikita niyong problem sa mitral stenosis? Ha? Okay ang systole, okay ang diastole, pero ano meron? Siyempre, may abnormal dyan, di ba? Kasi may control ka, yung blue, yun dapat eh. Anong problem niya? Liit ng volume. Kasi may mitral stenosis ka. Di ba? Ang liit na magiging cardiac output mo. Ayun naman yun, isa. MR. Ang laki ng LV volume mo. Kasi MR begets MR. AF begets AF. So, ang galing ng di ba? Pressure volume loop. Alam mo na kagad kung anong problem niyan. Anong difference? Para matuto na rin kayo ng malupit. Pag ang aortic valve, ang problem mo, more of pressure. Tama? Tingnan nyo, tataas ng mga pressure nila sa aortic valve. Yung yellow, matangkad. Sa mitral, more on problem nila, volume. Di ba? It's a difference also na pag mga ventricular ang problems natin, usually, mas na-stress sila sa pressure differences. Pag mga right atrium, left atrium, usually sa volume yan. So, malalaman nyo kagad yan kung aortic or mitral yan. Just by looking at the pressure volume loop. Okay? Dahil lang ito. Basta may isa pa eh. Yes, kasi 4 hours tayo. Ito madali lang to. Sasabihin